Deadly and destructive floodwaters ravage Iowa, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Good evening. I'm Norah O'Donnell, and thank you for being with us. Millions of Americans are under threat as rivers continue to rise, with some reaching record levels. Hundreds of homeowners have fled to higher ground as authorities brace for even more rain. The record flooding has reached the rooftops of buildings, cut off entire neighborhoods, and shut down roads and major highways. And new tonight, authorities are warning that a key dam in Minnesota is in danger of an imminent failure. That is a breach that could lead to a mass evacuation. Now, all this as dangerous heat bakes more than a dozen states, where it will feel like 110 in several cities. We have team coverage of the wild weather, and CBS's Jonah Kaplan will start us off.
In farm country, rain is usually a blessing, but not like this.
Where do you start?
Jeremy and Sarah Fry took us inside their home as they searched for anything they could salvage. Which part is so distressing?
The memories,
Their
our marriage license,
our photo albums are down in ours.
everything
storage room.
downstairs.
Items can be replaced, but not that stuff.
The Little Sioux River is cresting nearly 6 feet above its previous record. This neighborhood in Spencer, it's about a half a mile away from the Little Sioux River, and already you could see how high the water was and how much lower it's gotten. Those cars were fully submerged. Still, the disaster, it's really only just begun. Most of these folks here, they don't have flood insurance. Including Stephanie Henrich, who runs a center for sexual assault victims and a food bank.
We help people.
Right.
And now, for the first time in a long time, I'm asking for help.
An hour to the west in Rock Valley, a levee gave way, another rush of water pouring into this town of 4,000 residents. In Mankato, Minnesota, this 110-year-old dam failed, the state's governor calling out the National Guard.
We have about 18 inches of rain over the last couple of weeks. What's happened is we've inundated the ground, and I think the term people are using is unprecedented.
Another term they're using is united. Back in Spencer, Mark and Cindy Hinton just lost their home of 35 years.
We'll get through it. No, we always do. 48 years we've been through a lot of things, and we'll get through this.
Despite the waters receding here, there are still flood warnings from the National Weather Service for about a dozen waterways, and they all flow into the Mississippi and Missouri rivers, both of which are still rising. And as if that wasn't enough, there are still risks of storms this week. Norah?
Jonah Kaplan, thank you for being there.